Good evening. It is snowing today, which is very fitting because, oh my goodness, I am very full on letters. This is gonna be a whole thing. Which is very fitting. Torso of a plesiosaur, we're just looking for skulls at this point. So I don't need that one. But today, in real life, this is really gonna be a process. But for some reason, I just really don't want to get rid of my Wing of Pteranodon. I already got that. I don't want to get rid of my my unsent letters, so we're just not going to. This is gonna be how it is. Today in real life, it snowed an absolute shit ton. Let's see. Triceratops torso. Okay. So, yeah, that's one we also already have. And just because I am, paranoid, I guess, I'm gonna go double check the museum to make sure I'm not throwing away a fossil that I do actually need, though I'm pretty sure that I already have all of these. 12,500 points. Is that because of my radiator? Whatever. Okay, and last one. Let's see. This is probably from Nook. Yeah. Amazing orange cone. Orange cone? Like a traffic cone? Okay. Oh, and you know, Red's probably in town too. I hope he hasn't closed. I kind of forgot that he was gonna be here. Let me check with Copper real quick. I don't know. I assume Red closes at some point. I don't know when that is. Oh gosh, all my stuff's gotten mixed around here. There we go. Okay, let's go stop by the police station and check on where Red is. Yeah, so we got an absolute shit ton of snow last night and then more snow throughout today. It was like it was like a full over a foot of snow outside. It was pretty crazy. Crazy Red's Furniture Emporium, Acre B5. Okay, I will go check that out. Let's see here. So B5, just below Nook's. Sounds good. We'll head on over. Yeah, so I had to go outside and help dig my wife's car out of the snow because it was all stuck. It wasn't going anywhere and she needed to get to work. So had to do that at about 7 this morning. And I've been up since then after going to bed a little after 1 in the morning last night. Because of poor choices. So that's been fun. Hey, well, we have a customer. Don't be shy. Come on in. Tell me, friend. Okay, yeah, you do this rant every time. Yep. Okay. I just want to see if you have any paintings. Yeah. Uh-huh. Alright. Here we go. So that was fun. And then, my wife's car can handle snow pretty well most of the time, but my car definitely cannot. It is a tiny little baby, so that's a painting back there. And it does not do well in snow. Aha! I thought that might catch your eye, the perfect painting. There's no faulting your taste, I tell you. She's a real beauty, am I right? Hard to find, too, that one. A rarity among rarities. Drawing collectors like a flame draws moths. Absolutely irresistible, the jewel of my collection. In fact, I had someone who wanted to buy it come in mere moments before you. He might be back soon. I'll tell you what, though. I like you, and I'm gonna let you take it home for only 7,000 bells. Okay, I don't know if this game has fakes. But I'm currently assuming it does not because of the fact that these seem to become available to me very rarely. And so if they were already rare and then fakes were mixed in, I think that would just be completely insane. So I'm going to assume that this is not a fake and not worry about trying to check if it is, and then see what happens. So, yeah, I'll take it. Ah, you'll take it. Okay then. Yes, exactly 7,840 bells. You have my thanks. I'll be back with more rare and unique items. Okay, and, not very interested in any of these other ones, so I'll be seeing you later. Yep. Alright. Yeah, so my car couldn't fucking go anywhere, and I was originally supposed to take Goosebumps to a vet appointment today, for them to take another look at his ears. Hey, Nosegay. Yawn. Oh, Jay. Thanks for waking me up, little hare. Yawn. I know it's a little unusual, but I have this habit of sometimes falling asleep outside. It's also snowing out here. I assume it's really cold. I don't know how you managed to do that. Okay, well, I'll see you later. But it would be very, this is not what I was talking about before I interrupted myself talking to Nosegay. I don't know why I said but as if I was continuing the thought. But it'd be very exciting if we could finally have at least one painting in the gallery here. So let's donate this real quick. This perfect painting. Ooh, my, so this is a perfect painting. Well, there's a certain sort of... I'm sure it's just me, but I don't see why they say it's a perfect painting. Okay, so... at the very least, that one wasn't fake. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll happen in the future. But again, I just don't see why that would be a thing if they're so rare already. So yeah, we've officially gotten at least one thing donated to each wing of the museum. Exhibits, that's what they're called. Exhibits. Perfect painting. Cool. Well, isn't that wonderful? Alright. Yeah, I was supposed to take Goose to a vet appointment, cause, like, he's having that allergic reaction thing with his ears, but, and they gave us, like, a bottle of mysterious goo to put in his ear. And it actually seems to be helping quite a lot. He's not itching his ears or shaking his head nearly as much as he used to, and looking at his ears, they aren't nearly as red as they used to be, which is a very good sign. He also, when they first gave it to us, we were like, okay, it's gonna be an experience trying to wrangle him every night so that we can put this stuff in his ears. I also forgot to check if any of these haven't been donated. I'm just not gonna worry about it. I think it's fine. Because Goose is kind of a crazy little dog. A crazy little boy. But... this looks like one of those things from SpongeBob, like a little one of those like background details, stylized. I think it's supposed to be like a stylized starfish or something, or maybe I just don't know enough about the ocean. But there's this thing in SpongeBob that like appears regularly throughout all the episodes as like a little piece of decoration or something like that. Okay, so this is just a traffic cone. I don't know what you're expecting, Nook. Let's see what floors you have. Backyard lawn? Okay. I mean, yeah. That's a lawn. What's this? 8-mat tatami? Ah, yeah, another one of these things. I think I've already seen this one. And this chic wall, interesting, not really my thing. And then what about this one? Backyard fence. Oh, you have 2 backyard items. You know what? You got both of them at the same time? I kind of want to just get both of them. So that I can have them, just in case. You never know. So I'll just I'll just be getting both of these. Yep. Oh, and I should check turnip prices before I forget too. So let me do that. Yep, I get it. Okay. Tell me what the turnip prices are, please. 93 bells. Not great. I'm gonna hold off for a bit. Oh, and then I think I'm just gonna sell these back to him. So we assumed that, it was gonna be kind of a hassle wrangling Goose every night to put the mysterious goo in his ears. But he seems to kind of like it, actually. He is like the calmest little boy we have ever seen him when it's time to put the mysterious goo in his ears. So I guess he understands that it brings him relief from his itchy allergy syndrome. Symptoms, I should say. That's what it's called. And so he knows to just chill out whenever we're going to put the goo in his ears. So that's pretty great. He is a smart dog. He just has a lot of energy. And maybe he's a little too smart as well. That could be part of it. Okay, so I'm gonna go stop by the wishing well real quick here and see if it's still complaining about C1. How are things? Yes, things feel as they should. Hey! This is certainly a satisfactory level of prosperity, but with just a little more effort, things could be even better. Oh. Okay. So, like, plant more flowers? I don't know what you want me to do. I guess I can plant more flowers. Yeah, I'll plant more flowers. I'll go buy those real quick. I should also not forget that I'm checking rocks as well while I'm doing this. So I'm going to check around those as well. Oh, hey, you're back. But where am I? Did you save me? So, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of gesture of my gratitude then. Well then, thank you. Thanks so much. No, really, I sure do appreciate it. I sure do. Oh, I see. You wanted a token of my thanks. Well, bahahaha. If that's what you want, then I've got just the thing for you. In fact, I think you'll be quite delighted. I have sailed the 7 seas and have visited tourist traps in many countries. Huh? You don't like souvenirs? Well, that's a real shame, because this one's a beaut. I bartered this off a seedy-looking merchant when I was visiting a far-off port town. You won't find another like it anywhere, at least I don't think you will. I like how, when I'm reading this guy's dialogue, I'm, like, slowly switching between different accents every time. That's always interesting to see happen each time consistently. Alright, well, thank you for the gift. I really like how this game has just so many little things that give you items. Is this just a suit of armor? Thanks, man. Can you actually get out of the way, please? Thank you. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. So, as I'm sure you expect, if you've been following along the series, I've just been working on more development stuff today. I'm getting a lot more familiar with Unity, which I'm really excited about. Like I said, I was very excited to learn Unity going in, because I mean, I just have this weird thing where, like, I see, and I guess, like, an experience that a lot of people have had, I guess is a way of putting it. And Goose wants inside. And people talking, like, relatively positively about that experience, and I just... You're asleep, Sue, right in front of right in front of a pile of money. And it makes me very curious, like very deeply curious about that entire experience, and really makes me want to experience it for myself. There's probably a word for that I just can't think of right now. I guess maybe empathy or like sympathy. One of the two is applicable there. Either way, I kind of had that with Unity, because I really like watching devlogs on YouTube for a number of reasons, honestly. First of all, I just think they're entertaining to watch. I think a lot of people who make devlogs on YouTube are really, really entertaining YouTubers and really talented people. I also think they're just really inspiring in general. When I feel like I'm lacking motivation on any of my projects, not even just game dev, I like to... Yeah, that's the same one from yesterday. I like to go and watch devlogs. Oh my goodness. You're shaking your ears. You are. Yeah. I like to go and watch devlogs on YouTube, because just seeing people be productive with their little projects that they're really excited about and they're really into, is a very motivating thing. Even if it's not specifically regarding game dev, it's really fun to see. So I like it for that reason as well. And then finally, I actually get a lot of music commissions by basically reaching out and like cold calling, quote unquote, through email, people who do devlogs. It's a really good way to find like small creators who usually don't have a team together because what they're working on is more of a passion project. Do you want to be let outside? I can let you outside in a bit. I'm probably going to be wrapping up soon here, Goose. Is like more of a passion project than a fully funded project with like a team and a lot of like manpower behind it, you know? And so that's a good opportunity for potentially getting music commissions and getting hired on as a composer for a game. And so for that reason too, I watch a lot of devlogs to find people who maybe need composers for their games, and also to sort of train the YouTube algorithm to give me... I'm gonna close my door, it's cold outside. To recommend devlogs to me more often, and because the more often it recommends me devlogs, obviously the more often I'm seeing new devlogs, but also it starts to run out of popular devlogs to recommend me. I guess it's kind of a mean way of saying it, but like very very highly viewed devlogs that are getting a lot of attention, where if I were to reach out and contact the creator, it would probably get buried by a lot of other people trying to contact them for similar or just other things. And so I get a lot more of those lower view devlogs for people who have a lot more potential of getting back to me, and also people who don't have a team and maybe don't know how to compose music and need to find a composer to work on their game. So anyways, I like devlogs, and a lot of people who make devlogs talk about using Unity a lot because, they use Unity to make video games, and if they're doing a devlog, they're talking about making video games with whatever tools they use to make video games. And so I hear a lot about people talking about using Unity in just it's like the fact that they talk about it in a very sort of natural, almost like presumptuous way, where it's like they think everyone just sort of knows how Unity works to an extent. And so not like they're gatekeeping or something, but it's just the knowledge is so natural to them, and they're so used to existing in and talking in communities of other people where the knowledge is also very natural to them as well. And so it's looking at this, it's like a culture that I'm missing out on by not knowing how Unity works. I think that's a better way of explaining it. And so I want to learn how Unity works and get involved in making stuff with the engine and whatnot, just to be a little bit more immersed and understand a little bit more this culture surrounding game dev that exists within the Unity community. So I guess that's part of the reason why I'm really excited to learn Unity more, which probably makes me a gigantic fucking nerd, but you already knew that anyways, so I don't really see what the problem is there. So yeah, I'm just really excited about learning Unity, and I'm having fun with the project, and the other people working on it seem to be really motivated as well, which is always really nice to see. I haven't worked on a project where, I've worked on projects one-on-one with an artist before, and that artist is always really motivated to be working on whatever we're working on together. I've never worked on a project with other programmers before where the other programmers are as motivated as me and are getting stuff done alongside me at a similar velocity, if that makes sense. And so I'm kind of finally starting to see that happen with this project, and that's a really cool feeling to it's past just seeing assets get created at a good speed. It's more than that. It's seeing the game come together at double the speed that I would be putting it together as. It's all just happening faster, and it's cool. I think that's really cool, and I'm very excited about it. I'm really hoping we can get a functional prototype finished within about a month's time, maybe going closer to 2 months. The programmer that's planning on working on Enemy AI apparently can't start working on stuff until a couple weeks down the line, because he's got some stuff going on right now, and I think he's going to be out of town for a little while. But the enemy AI stuff is probably going to require some foundational stuff that me and the first programmer I was talking about are working on currently. So it'll probably all work out in the end. And yeah, I guess moral of the story is I'm really excited about this, and I like working on projects with my friends. So high hopes for the future of this project. We'll see what happens. So I will see you tomorrow.